back to an episode of the Glue Pod, man. It's your boy TB, the Glue. Consistent pod in the building, man. We back with another episode. We gonna keep rolling them out for y'all. I appreciate the love y'all been showing on the views and tapping in and stuff, man. It mean a lot. So we keep doing my thing, y'all keep doing y'all thing, and then we just gonna go from there. But today we got a really special guest. It's really been a week of point guards for real. Like last week, I had my man Ty going on here, and this week we got somebody really special that I'm playing with. So I'm really just we gonna do it in real time, name out the accolades. So y'all can probably guess by probably like the first two. But that's if you really tapped in. If you really tapped in, you're gonna know. But if not, yeah, I don't know. You got to figure it out. But let's get right into it though. So first, we got the 2021 JUCO Natty. He won a Natty in JUCO, MVP as well, NIT champ, NIT MVP. Conference USA Player of the Year. You should get it by now. But let's keep going. Two-time All Conference USA first team and Conference USA Sixth Man of the Year. That ain't even all of them. I just ain't have enough to write down on my paper. So, but without further ado, man, no Medea, Tylor, period, man. Let's get him in here. Yes, first team. What's going on with you, fam?
What's up, man? You good?
Yeah, man. It's good to see you, bro. Where you at right now?
I'm in Oklahoma right now. I'm at the house, back at the crib right now.
Okay, you working out and stuff?
Yeah, getting it in, man. You know me.
Yeah, how has off season been for you?
It's been different. It's the first time, like, after my first pro season. It's a little different from college. Not reporting back to
Right.
school in June and July, but it's been fun. I didn't have my AAU team this summer, so it's been different, but I'm enjoying it.
Man, so on your own AAU team, like, how did that come about, bro? You like, how
Yeah,
you do
so it's a couple like younger dudes out here where I'm from who hit me at the like beginning of May or beginning of April and was telling me they ain't really got no AAU team, and then there was a couple like AAU teams that was taxing kids like $1,200 to play, like so it was like crazy when I was hearing the numbers, and I was just like, man, like why not? I got the resources to do it, and why not just give them a chance to, be able to play this summer? So I ended up just doing it, putting it together, and I got two good coaches and Jeremy Jones and Clay Cunningham from Fayetteville and
yeah.
Jake from Little Rock. So they helped me out, and it's been rolling.
So are those dudes in this based off in your city?
Yeah. So we got a couple from Arkansas and Oklahoma. So we came together. We all in like an hour radius of each other though. So
Right.
we don't got to travel far to each other, and they've been rolling though, man. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. So how was the first season though? Like you would say the first summer you had, how did they go?
With the team.
Yeah.
It was wild. It's different. Turning off player mode and turning on coach
Yeah, it's a
mode.
different
It's,
side
it's
to it.
yeah, bro. It's different. It's a different type of patience you gotta have for sure. So,
Yeah.
um, I definitely like get it. Why our coaches would be frustrated for sure. It's definitely different. But
Yeah.
this whole new generation is different though. Like
Wait,
these,
what is that 15U, 16U?
I got a 15U team and a 17U team, but I only
Oh,
got two juniors on the team. So like all my kids is ninth and 10th graders, but we've been playing 11th grade all year. So
yeah.
uh,
You right
it's
in that
different, man.
generation.
It's a different type of mindset, but it's weird though. It gives me that same feeling I get when I'm hooping. So I liked it.
Okay, that's what's up though. So I really no matter of fact, I gotta pay homage though, bro. Like you said, so that's based off of Oklahoma.
hmm
Um and then in Arkansas, you really get 3 times a year you can celebrate it though. I ain't like no,
Twice.
look, you didn't forget your birthday.
Oh, facts, facts,
Look,
facts,
I will
facts.
look. So check it out, Pod. So he got it's 2 times a year. He has his own day, bro.
Yeah.
So one in Arkansas. I mean, both of them are just for accomplishments and his accolades and what he has done for the city.
Yep.
And both of them are in Arkansas. One of them are Arkansas. One of them is in Oklahoma, and they just celebrate his accolades. I don't know if I live there, they probably give you one too, so they get out to anybody.
Facts. Facts. That's a fact. That's a
but
fact.
but no, that is cold though, bro. So like I said, 3 times out the year you get celebrated, which that's pretty legendary, bro. To be honest, so how you think that like how does that feel to you though? Like having a city like really just one day out the year, like it's all about like TP though. Like how to make you feel, bro?
See, the birthday thing though is we always in the middle of season when my
Yeah,
birthday is around, so I can never celebrate it for real. I
that's the
can't
only
never
time you
really.
don't get celebrated for me, bro. By
Yeah,
the
like it's
way.
my birthday. Like I'm always in season. Like I usually got a game the next day or the day before. So like my birthday has always been like super chill. Let's just go get something to eat. I'm back in the crib, whatever.
Yeah,
Like with the day things, it was weird. It was not weird, but it was like super like crazy because like I came home after we won the NIT and I just thought they just wanted me to come talk to the school.
yeah,
And so they put it as like we finna have an assembly and celebrate you. Like you're gonna talk to the school and like we're gonna celebrate, take pictures. So I'm like, cool, like it's my high school, no problem. And like the whole school was in a gymnasium for it. And then my coach, Coach Giss, pulled out my jersey, my high school jersey, and he was like, we're retiring number 5, this, and that. He was
wow,
like, we're gonna hang it in the rafters in the gym. And I was just like, damn, like, and then the mayor was there and I had no clue why he was there. Like I seen him, I'm like tripping. Like I'm like I have no clue why he was there, or whatever. He get to reading off this paper and whatever, and all I heard was I hereby declare April 17th as Tyler Perry Day. This, and that. And I looked, I was like, there's no way he just said that. And so like it's a good thing nobody was recording because like my face was like I can't believe I really didn't believe it.
yeah,
But I think the biggest thing is just like as much as they appreciate me, I appreciate them. And so like for
yeah,
me, that was always the biggest thing for me is just like being able to show the community and like show people where I'm from. Like just because I did it don't mean I got to be the last one to do it. And
right,
so I've always tried to bleed that into the community, bleed that into the kids, and just understand that it's more than just being a basketball player around here. So um, I think if I wouldn't have, my character didn't match with the basketball, like I probably wouldn't have, had that opportunity. So just walking in the grocery store and speaking and being polite to people or the gas station, whatever the case may be. And so that was the biggest thing for me is just understanding that I'm more than this basketball gonna stop one day, and I gotta be able to come back to my community and
yeah.
have conversations with these people and like be able to understand like even though I did what I did and I've been gone for all these years, like I still know y'all, I have a relationship with y'all. So that was the biggest thing for me.
Nah, yeah, that's love, bro. Like, shout out to Arkansas, Oklahoma. That's
Facts.
real. But I mean, you deserve it though, bro. Like, I can attest to it. Like, for the time I was around you at UNT, like you're a real genuine dude. I mean, you goofy as a mug, but
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, it's all love though. So
for
I
sure.
know, like, without, I mean, as far as you came now, it had to start somewhere. So I know when you first started off college ball, or you wanted to where you started off at first. I think you were thinking about going to a D2, where you
Yep,
were supposed to start at D2, and you
yep,
end up changing your mind and going to a JUCO in Coffeyville.
yep.
So, what was the mindset as far as like making that decision and switching up? Like, what changed your mind and going to JUCO in Coffeyville?
It's crazy. I was just talking about this story the other day to one of my little cousins. Um, the day I called Central Missouri was the school I was gonna go to. And it's like an hour outside of Joplin or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the day I called the coach, like the day I made up my mind to go, I text the coach, Coach K, and uh, I was like, you got a second? Like I want to talk to you, like whatever, whatever. Like I remember texting after my senior season was over. I was like, you got a second, whatever. He didn't hit me back, and so then I called him like the next day or whatever, and I was just gonna take a visit, and I told my people, I was like, listen, like um I told my friends, I didn't even tell my family yet that I was gonna commit, but I told my friends like I was like I'm probably take a visit, like, and if I do, like I'm probably gonna commit.
Right.
And I had a girlfriend at the time. I was telling her like, listen, like I'm probably gonna be in Missouri. It's like 2 hours away from you. Like I'm set. Like I'm good. Whatever. So he did not pick up the phone. Called him twice. Didn't pick up the phone. Whatever. And like he had completely like just disappeared. Whatever. And my other offers was UT Permian Basin in Deep Texas, Arkansas Tech, and then Euphis, which is 20 minutes down the road. And so, yeah, I was headed to Central Missouri. So I don't know why. I don't know what happened this week. I don't know what was going on. Me and Coach K still have never spoke about this uh, to this day. But I just, like I said, thank God he didn't pick up the phone because who knows
Mm-hmm.
where I'd be right now if he would have. But yeah, so and then that didn't work out. That didn't happen. He didn't pick up. I never had talked to him after that. And then I told my dad, I was like I think I'm finna just head to D2 or whatever. Like I'm finna sit these three offers down and figure it out. And he was like, nah, like we not doing that. Like
Right.
he was not going for it because he went JUCO. So he was just like, listen, like, and it's crazy. It's weird though, because like coming out of high school, I had never really talked about JUCO. It was always a Division 1,
Yeah,
Division 2,
I mean,
whatever.
you always
Like,
gonna aim high.
yeah, nobody ever really came to me and was like, "You need to go JUCO," or "Do you know about this route?" Like, JUCO wasn't presented to me.
Right.
Like, I only had Division 1s that had ever texted me or Division 2s that ever texted me, so I never thought JUCO was an option. And I honestly thought like JUCO was only for people who didn't graduate or had
Mm-hmm.
bad grades or bad character. So I'm like, I looked down upon it. Honestly, if you want me to be honest, like I didn't really like pay attention to it like that because I never was taught to. So going into the process, JUCOs finally started hitting my line towards the end of my senior year, like school year or whatever. And so um I finally started looking into it. I had a couple older dudes that I knew from around the city that had went JUCO. So for me, it was like reaching out to them, talking to them about it, and I started to realize like, oh, this could be a stepping stone. This could help. This could.
Hey.
And then I start seeing dudes like getting offers out of JUCO, and it was like, oh, well, if he do it, I know I can. And
Mm-hmm.
so, um, and it was just like, all you gotta do is go in there and handle your business 1 or 2 years, and you'll be out. And so once I heard that, it was like, all right, I'm all in on JUCO. And then like I said, my dad was like, you're not going D2. And so I took a couple visits. I visited Coffeyville, Murray State College, uh, in Eastern Oklahoma, and I seen what JUCO hoops was about, seen the type of coaches I deal with, and
Right.
Jay Herkelman gave me the trap speech when I went up there, and so that's all I needed. He told me he was like, my last three point guards have been All Americans. They've all went Division 1. That's all I needed to hear. And so, um,
Yeah,
after that,
Coffeeville ain't no joke.
yeah, I committed like literally like 2 weeks later on my nephew's birthday, and that was all she wrote from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see the background of Coffeeville Pie, I mean, they develop really well. Like I think uh it's like it's they just run them through as far as like getting guys to the next level,
Yep.
and they're always nationally ranked like top 25. I when I was in JUCO, we played them in the Natty, and they beat us. Like they were
Yeah.
really good then too. So I mean, you made the right choice. But honestly, bro, anywhere you went, like the type of player and person you are, you was gonna make something happen. But
Right. Right.
in my opinion, you did like you made the right decision
Yeah.
regardless as far as like picking the school though. So I mean, and then even to make it even better, you ended up with a championship, as I said earlier, and MVP. So was that how satisfying was that? Was that like the realization, like, okay, man, I did make the right choice?
Yeah, for sure. I think honestly, like even after my freshman year was so hard because I wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was just JUCO is a different game than
Right.
anything. Like it's so up and down, it's physical. And so like I ended up starting 30 out of 34 games, but I wasn't in my natural self. Like I played okay. I think I
Mm-hmm.
averaged like 12 points and 4 assists. And I just played okay, you know what I mean? And so um the thing about it is it was just like it was so much learning I had to do about the game because coming from high school being a man and I get to take every shot and everything is ran through me
Mm-hmm.
at any level in college is different. Like
Yeah.
that's why I try to tell kids now, like 9 times out of 10, no matter what you did in high school, it's not gonna matter when you get to that next level because everybody is good. And
Mm-hmm.
so for me it was about adjusting, the way I play and my body and all types of stuff. So I struggled my freshman year, but then after that freshman year, I had a really, really good conference tournament to end the year before COVID hit. And so um I thought I averaged like 22 in our tournament, our conference tournament. We ended up winning. We wasn't supposed to be picked to win. We wasn't even gonna make the national tournament that year.
Right.
But we ended up running through 3 games and beating the number one team in our conference, winning. I made all tournament and all region, and then COVID shut us down. And so I thought, like, after tournament, the tournament I had, I'm like, oh, I'm out of here. Like, I'm finna get offered. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was on and popping. What's crazy is I thought I was gonna go to Sam Houston, and so they was flirting a little bit, whatever the case may be, and they was in and out, in and out, and then UMKC was in and out, in and out. So I was like, at that point, at that age, you just thinking like any D1
Yeah.
come off,
Anything that offer you, yeah, you got
anyone, just
right.
any D1 offer me
Yeah.
so I can go. And so uh they didn't ended up pulling the trigger, and I was like, at that moment, I was like, all right, bet. And so I had a mindset going into that second year. It was just like, I know this is gonna be my team. I know I'm finna the show is finna run through me. Like, I know my head coach trusts me. Like, this is gonna be the year. And I hate that COVID happened because of all the stuff we dealt with in it. But
Yeah.
like, that was like my most separatable summer, because of the work I put in every single day. Because I had sick like 5 months of just straight training, and the regimen I was on, the dieting I was on, the way I was working out, it was just like, I knew going into that next year nobody in the country had outworked me. And so, like, in my mind going to every game, it was just like, I know I'm the best player on the floor. And I
Right.
had a Coach Hurt, you know, uh, he let me rock. So at that point, I knew I was just like, it wasn't even about thinking like, I know I made the right decision, but it was just like, I know this is this the time.
Hmm.
So
So after win the ship, bro, and you did all things necessary to get you to that point.
yep.
So it was no surprise to what came to fruition after you finished that season off.
Mhm.
So um how did JUCO prepare you, or finishing up at Coffeyville prepare you for your decision to commit to UNT, which at the time UNT was like a JUCO train at that time. Like,
Yep.
they was finding dudes, like they found me and they weren't even looking for me.
Yep.
So they found you, and when you first got there, my first impressions of you when you got there, I was like, they got this Teletubby one. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but then I seen you play. I
Yeah.
looked at you. I seen you play. I was like, he could move a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, he like, and then as time went on, like, I seen how you worked. I seen
Mhm.
how diligently and intricately you worked on your game. And I mean, you worked on every detail as far as like shooting, passing, and you want to learn too, though. So it was no surprise. Like, we were in some wars together, bro. So
Yeah.
what did Coffeyville help you to prepare for UNT? Because I would say it's kind of the same as far as, because we all had the JUCO mindset, and that's where our
Yes.
coaches came
And
from
it's
as well.
different.
Yeah. So how different was it, and what was some stuff you were already acclimated with?
I would say, like you said, the work part of it. Like going into that second year, like even when we got to the season, like I said, nobody will ever outwork me again. You know what I mean? And so it was just like whatever I could do, whether that's over my teammates, my opponents, whatever. It was just like nobody is going to outwork me this year. And so like going into North Texas, going into Division 1, especially a school like North Texas, you don't know what to expect. You just think like I can play at this level, but you don't really understand the work that goes into it. And so
Hmm.
like I thought I worked hard until I got to North Texas.
Right.
And so like, and that's hats off to you, JJ, Drez. Like, I had never seen dudes work as hard as me. And so when I walk in the gym and you already in a full sweat before practice or right after practice, you drenched again, and JJ drenched again, or Drez is in there, Ruben is in there working out already. I was like, oh damn, like dudes really do work
Hmm.
hard as me. And so like it kind of shocked me. It was just like, damn, like maybe I ain't doing enough. And so like I tell everybody all the time, like my first year at UNT, the vets that I had, like, was the best thing that could have ever happened to me because y'all really like set the standard of what it's like to really like, no matter what the circumstances is, no matter where I came from, no matter what I've done before this, the work don't stop. And
Right.
so it was like I didn't want to be the reason that it's like we lost the game or I couldn't keep up or I couldn't do this, whatever the case may be, because it was just like I didn't want to let y'all down. So, because I knew y'all wasn't gonna let me down because of what y'all were doing behind the scenes in the dark,
Yeah.
and so that was the thing for me. It was just like coming in, seeing y'all's bodies, y'all's mindset, the way y'all's carry yourself, the way y'all like some of the most professional dudes I've ever been around in a sense, and so that was the biggest thing for me is just like looking at y'all and not being like, well, on some hating stuff, but just being like it's crazy watching these dudes work. I'm
Yeah.
about to implement it into my craft. So
No, that's one thing because it was the same thing for me as well. Like when I first got there, I think it was guys like Zach Simmons that was already there,
hmm
and Rose and just and Emoji Gibson. So it was a
yep,
plethora of guys that once you like just like you said like how you seen us, it was like people before me as well. Like it was a culture shock. It was just like
yeah,
a whole different vibe, and it's no surprise that like how you said you didn't want to let us down or it was a team thing, but it shows like on the court like you bought in because a lot of
yep,
people come there and they don't buy into
yep,
what we do like defensively, but coming from Coffeeville, you were that guy, bro. Like
yeah,
you could have came in and be like, nah, this ain't for
right,
me. Like I ain't
right,
getting my 20 a game. Like, but one thing you did, you stayed patient and you kind of let it come to you. And over the course of the season, it's so crazy. Like this is the goofiest man, like all day pregame. Like
yes,
he will play all day, but when the
for
ball
sure,
tips and it's crunch time, it's go time. Like I don't know, like he got a flip, he could switch. By
yeah.
like he turned to freaking Winter Soldier. Like he will hit some of the craziest shots, like when you need him to. And I think he had about I don't know in his career at North Texas. I think it's about 7 or 8.
hmm
You can fact check me, but you hit a lot of game, and then those moments though, like a lot of people, they don't bowl well in those situations.
For
So
sure.
is it the fact that you're so lax like before and before the game, like how are you so like relaxed in this moment? It seems like you're just like those are yours, like you claim them. Like what is in those moments that gives you like comfort?
I just think it goes back to being a kid. Honestly, when you're younger and you in the gym by yourself, outside by yourself, and you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you just over and over in those situations in your mind, you felt like you've been there 1,000 times. You know what I mean? And so like, and then at the end of the day, like you said, a lot of dudes don't want that situation, and they fear missing a shot they don't want to take or they haven't took, and it's just like, what are you afraid of? You
Right.
haven't even taken a shot. Why are we nervous in these moments? And so for me, the biggest thing is just like I enjoy the moment so much because it's just like I have nothing to be afraid of. I've shot this shot 1,000 times. I've been in the gym shooting crazy shots 1,000 times. Like if I miss, I miss. Who cares? But at the end of
Hmm.
the day, all I know is all I can do is just trust the work that I put in before I got here. And
Right.
so I've never been scared, whether that's making the right pass or just understanding getting a stop or whatever the case may be. And so it never scared me. It never made me want to shy away. And so just the things before the game is just like at the end of the day, this basketball thing is a game.
Yeah, for
It's a
sure.
gift. It's a gift. And so we a lot of times as athletes we take it so serious and we don't understand that we gotta be calm before the storm hits. And so for me, being calm is laughing and joking and smiling. And you see me against UTEP at home. I played one of my worst games of my career at North Texas.
Mhm.
I was so serious because I wanted to prove such a big point to UTEP's coach. Shout out to Coach Golden. I wanted to prove a point to him that I could play point guard. And so I was so serious. I played one of my worst games ever in my North Texas uniform. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, I will never do that again. Reem cussed me out, told me I can never be serious again before a game. If I'm not laughing, he gonna snatch me up. So it was just like from that point on, I was just like, man, let me be myself. And so and dudes got so many different ways of how they get prepared,
Yeah,
reading
yeah,
and all types of stuff. And so it's like for me, it's about understanding that at some point this thing is gonna stop for me. So like every time I step on the floor, I'm about to get ready to play. I gotta laugh and smile like it's my last. So
yeah, yeah. And as you know, as we watch you grow in your role, like at North Texas, it was more so you showing really who TP is.
mhm.
Um, and everybody that meets you and sees that, they would never like kind of think of you as like who you are on the court, because
Right.
you know in basketball terms, I mean you're a killer. Like
Mhm.
you're like you get it done and you do what it takes. But you know off the court, you know it's a whole different thing.
It's a
Um,
clown show for sure.
yeah, but I mean like my personal favorite, you know, when we talk about game winners, was against like UAB, top two, and La Tech, because like I said, we've been in some wars together. I mean, those are like top tier, like
For sure.
ridiculous shots, bro. So them my favorite. I don't know if you got a favorite, but them right there was mine.
I would say number one is probably that NIT one for sure. Um
Oh
I
yeah,
f- I felt like that one was just like it was me and Jordan for all the marbles. I feel like again I've said it 100 times. I feel like UAB stole the national tournament from us.
yeah,
Um, and because I felt like if we beat UAB in the conference tournament, we beat FAU.
mm-hmm.
That was gonna be our third time playing FAU. I don't think they really wanted to play us. I think UAB we were a better matchup for them, but I just felt like that was gonna be our our conference championship to win, and we were gonna be dancing. But again, that one was for all the marbles. He was player of the year before, and I felt like I should have got it. I was player of the year that year. He felt like he should have got it, and me and him battled all night. All night was back and forth, and it was just like everybody get out the way, old New York style, 1-on-1. May the best man win, and
Yeah,
so and it just so happened to drop. But that was my favorite shot. My favorite game was that UAB game at UAB.
right, yeah,
Um, I felt like that was just two heavy hitters in the middle of the ring, just blow for blow, like
mm-hmm.
getting it on. And it was just like nobody could secure the knockout. And KJ Buffin out there chirping
Mm-hmm.
and Boo and Jemison out there going at it. And
JJ guard 94 feet,
yeah, JJ picking up Jordan 94. And it was just like
crazy.
that big 1-3-1 they used to run,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like blow for 40 straight minutes,
Right,
and it literally came down to that last shot, 30 seconds, and so that was definitely my favorite game ever in a North Texas uniform because I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, man. But it was just like that was just two really good teams that did not want to lose, and I felt like you know we were the better team,
mm-hmm.
and we did what we did best at the end of the day. We were down what six with like 20 seconds to go.
We were down, bro. Like
Yeah,
I think
and we
Dres
gave
hit
up
a
an
three.
offensive rebound.
Yeah, I think Dres hit a big three in that, and
Yeah, and so
uh,
it was just like it was nuts, bro. And I was just
yeah,
like, that was for sure my favorite game.
yeah, like yeah, you had some beautiful moments at
Yeah.
UNT. That's really kind of what took you to that next level. After we won the ship, y'all won NIT championship after that, and then that summer you made that move to K State, and that's when NIL came to play. So, how much more did you enjoy your time at K State once that NIL really came into full effect, bro?
Nothing is better. No year was better than my 2 years at I would say at North Texas. Um,
That's real.
I love my national championship team in JUCO. Like I still talk to them dudes to this day. Um, Coach Hurt, me and him still talk to this day. So like, it's not a shot at no other team or no other program, but like my 2 years at North Texas like was like some of the best 2 years of my life. And so uh, I'll just put that out there. Like Coach Mack, Coach Hodge, everybody, man. Like you don't you don't go to war, and it's maybe because I spent the most time with the same group. So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But there's just like the wars we've been in, the practices we went through, the talks we all had, the ups and downs, like the things we just them 2 years was like, I wouldn't trade them for anything. But going into I didn't want to leave North Texas. I think everybody thought like when I hit the portal
Yeah.
and I was testing the waters that like I was like, oh, I'm out on North Texas. No, that was not the case. Like people don't know. Of course, I wouldn't put no names out there, but like I tried to stay. I tried to negotiate to stay. Like I tried to do everything I could, like to be like, listen, like if y'all can meet me here, I can
Mm-hmm.
stay. I said,
Right.
but I have to. It's time for me to get
Yeah.
paid. Like I
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
It's time for me to reap what I put the work I put in.
Yeah. The type of
And
player
I was
you are, bro, you deserve it.
yeah, and I was like, I'm not asking for a million. I'm not asking for none of that. I was like, just meet me here. And so like, if I was to put this out there, North Texas fans would probably be mad at the number I asked for and we couldn't reach because it
Yeah.
was not high at all.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I took in account it was time for Rube to get paid. It was time for A. Scott to get paid.
That's real.
And so it was like if I stay and they may meet me at this number, them guys may not get much. And
Mm-hmm.
so like just because of we just didn't have the funds. And
Right.
so like I'm not finna do that to them. And I was like, they need to get paid just like I want to. Cause I knew I had another year and Rube and them was probably gonna be out after this next year. And so it was like I get it. While they here, while they're staying, they need to, reap what they work for. And so
Right.
um going into the decision into the portal, it was tough, man. It was hard because like I said, I didn't want to leave. My heart was in Denton and I knew I had to go. I knew I had to go. It was almost like kissing an ex-girlfriend bye or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like, and so um I felt like I chose where I was most comfortable at in my loyalty. And I felt like Reem was just our relationship never changed even when he left. And so I could always call him if I needed something. He would check in on me or whatever the case may be. And Reem did not recruit me during the season. And what's crazy, people don't even realize Reem didn't even really recruit me during the portal. And you know how Reem is. He called me. He was like, "Man, I'm not finna keep kissing your like." He was
Yeah.
like, dude. He was like, "I know how you are. Like, I'm not finna keep going back and forth
Hey, and
with
the
you."
whole time that's his recruitment. That's his
Yeah,
style.
that's
That's
what
his,
he doing.
yeah.
He was like, dog. He was like, what else can I say to you? He was like, you know everything about me. You know my family, my parents. You know my wife, my
That's
kid.
rain.
Like,
That's
he's like, I ain't
rain.
got nothing to say to you.
That's
And
rain.
so that was the part for me. It was just like after me and him got past the recruiting part of it, now me and him started to have grown man conversations. And
Right.
so it was just like he didn't make me feel like I owed him nothing, but in a sense, in my heart, I felt like it was just like this is like a big brother to me now. Now I kind of want to go see this side, and it's finna be new for me, and I know this is finna be a business now. Why not go with people I can trust?
Right.
And it's crazy, man. And I was this close to committing to Florida. Um,
What?
yeah, I was this close. I was this close to committing to Florida. I really wanted to go to Florida. Coach Golden and Coach Tally and all them dudes out there, like super great people, which is why they did what they just did. Um, they can recruit. They know how to talk to people. Like the campus is beautiful out there. I really wanted to go there. I really did, but it was just like at the end of the day, um, I chose loyalty over the money. I chose loyalty over the social media. I like for me, it was just about like when I'm done, I got to be able to do life with these people. And not that I couldn't with Florida, but it was just I knew that Reem was somebody, Coach Tang was somebody, uh, Coach Perry was somebody that I knew I was gonna do life with the rest of my life. Like
Right.
Coach U, he's at Texas right now. I can call him right now if I need anything and be like, look, You know what I'm saying? And he'll take care of me. So it was just like Coach Marco, and then also Jared coming over with me, and you know, Jared getting in my ear and telling me like, look, like let's go do this thing together one more year. Um, whatever happens, we still got each other. We're gonna be right there beside each other the whole time. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what it was about for me. Was just like when I'm done, I got to be able to do life with the people that I love the most. And
Right.
so, it was tough because, like I said, it was a very hard decision. It was a very big decision, and I don't regret anything. I enjoyed my 8-9 months in Kansas, and that's where it started at for me. So, the fans are crazy. They're amazing. I love them to death, and you know, whatever happened with the situation. I wish things could have went different and we could have went dancing, but a lot of things are out of my control. And so,
Yeah.
of course, the point guard is gonna get the blame, and I take it. But it is what it is, man. I love my time. So
Yeah. I mean, probably for whoever is, watching or as far as going through the same thing, you kind of take what, TP just said. He went with loyalty, like over money. It's a lot of dudes, like to keep it a buck though, like you could have been that type of guy that went that route as far as like going for the money, which I don't get mad at, because I mean at the end of the
right,
day, like
absolutely,
it's your time, like you got to do what you got to do, but some dudes think they're better than what they put that price over what their skill is,
yep,
and then it becomes a reach, because when you get to that moment when you gotta put your money where your mouth is, it don't add up.
yeah,
So you gotta go with the people you trust and the people that knows you and knows your skill is and knows your capability.
hmm,
So I'm pretty sure that was super vital, which it obviously was in your decision. So, and then you still went out and had a great, may not have been a year team wise, but you K State, but you still had a great year in the terms that we used to seeing TP do.
yeah,
So which was, I mean, you still some big shots. You still had your average was pretty much the same, and I think your shooting percentage went up still. So me, at the end of the day, like you did what was best for you, as far as like what is going to look for me in the future. So
right. And people
after
don't understand. We are Naquan Tomlin away from being in the national tournament.
yeah.
Like I'm the first to say I was not the most talented on any team I've been on, probably. Naquan Tomlin was the most talented player on our Kansas State team. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't close. Like, he's 6'10", he can shoot, dribble, he's athletic, like he can defend. He like literally does it all. You know what I mean? So it's like, um, we lose him for the season, and then our guard who is gonna start with me and Cam or however whatever Quez Glover, we lose him for the season, and so again, I got big, broad shoulders. I feel like I don't mind taking a fall. I don't mind, trying to do what I can or whatever the case may be. And we still have some really good pieces, but people don't understand. Like, look how young we are. Like,
Right.
Cam Carter was still a little was only a junior, and Arthur Kaluma was only a junior, and Jarrell Colbert, who started for us, was only a sophomore, and then Day Day Ames was a freshman. Like, I was like, me and Will McNair were like the only true seniors that played, but Tata, who was one of our walk-ons, was only other senior. So it was like we were literally a Naquan Tomlin away from being
Yeah.
in a national tournament, and literally we're one game out of Benny of getting in. We get beat off 2 game winners, no 3 game winners in Cincinnati and Texas Tech, and then TCU. So like we 3 games lose by less than 2 points, and we don't have Naquan Tomlin,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not in the tournament. So it's like it's tough, man. But because that's how basketball works sometimes. So
Right.
that's why you can't worry about the things you can't control, and those shots could have rimmed out just like they went in. So the biggest thing for me is just trying to get not even trying to get people to understand, but helping people understand that this thing we could have been 22-9 and we're a 9 seed or 8 seed in the national tournament.
Right.
And now who knows what happens when that national tournament tips off. So
Absolutely. Nah, yeah, that's. I mean, you explained the basketball. I mean, it's 50-50 at times when it comes to those situations to where you can't control it and you did everything you could, but sometimes it just
yep,
don't go your way. I mean,
yeah,
that's why we love. That's why we play, man. Because
yep,
one day it go your way. Like I was a quarter away from winning $1 million. Like it just
yeah,
ain't go. It just ain't go our way.
exactly.
But that's how it is. So fast forward to now, present time. Raptors 905 G League team. So obviously the competition that got better. Dudes are longer. Dudes are taller, better skill wise. So what is as far as like your size and stature, bro? Grow up. You see what I'm talking about, y'all? He played too much, bro. He plays
Oh
too
my
much, bro.
gosh, bro.
He plays too much pod. Can you get serious, bro?
Yeah, yeah, my fault, my fault, my fault, my fault.
Anyway, man. So now you're going up with guys that's taller in stature, and then that's your size. What you 5'8"?
Bro, stop playing with me, bro. Stop
No, for
playing
real.
with me.
Like five. Was it 5'9", 10"?
Bro, I'm 5'11", bro.
Oh, you 11?
Yes,
Damn, that makes it
5'11".
okay. Well, at 5'11", bro, you still like
I'm little.
you're still doing amazing things in the G right now. So when you first got to the G, was it a difference from college as far as the talent level, or was it just like, okay, I faced guys like this before? How can I? But I still got to figure out a way to kind of get my game off. What was the difference in play style, talent, and everything else?
Talent. The talent doesn't really change. I would say. Dudes are more seasoned. Experience is everything.
Yeah,
So, the biggest thing, like people don't understand, that separates dudes from the league and college or whatever, is the confidence. Like all these dudes do is play basketball in the league. In college, you got class, you got projects, you got everything else you got to tend to. In the league, all it is basketball, basketball, basketball. So these dudes' confidence are so through the roof. They already feel like there's nothing you can do with me. They're
right,
like, so that's the biggest thing between the league and high school and college is the confidence level. And so, and that's why you see pros who end up being pros is because they think they're pros or they view themselves as pros when they're 16, 17. And so, but it's a difference in being delusional and being confident in the work I put in. And so, but yeah, the play style is completely different. It's just like the play style. It's a lot of one on one. It's a lot of up and down. And then honestly, the league is all about reading and reacting. And so to help defenders or to a secondary defender or to a guy's closeout or whatever the case may be, and that's where the work comes in because it's really geared to the league is really geared to the work you put in the off season, and
right,
so uh and simplifying the game as much as you can, and so like all these 100 moves you see guys work on, you're not gonna do that stuff. Guys like you said, wingspans are crazy and gaps may look bigger than they are. But when you get there and dudes, all they got is
to
one step
close
and they're
up,
there.
to
Yeah, they
close up.
close in an instance. And so
Hmm.
all it is about is simplifying the game as much as you can and slowing the game down in your mind. And so
Right,
that was the biggest thing for me is just learning how to slow the game down. And by the end of the season, when I finally, got my chance, the game became so much slower for me. And
right,
so that's why I think going into this next year, I'll have a much better year. And it's just about opportunity, man, and being in the right position. And so, only thing you can do is hope for opportunity. And when you do get your opportunity, make the best of it. It's so easy to look at these coaches and GMs and blame them and be like, "Well, you ain't giving me this, you ain't giving me that." Yeah, that may be true, but what am I doing to earn that?
hmm,
And when I do get that opportunity, what am I doing to keep it? And so that's why I don't do the whole big blame game thing on people, on the opportunities that I don't get, because at the end of the day, those higher ups have to do a job.
right,
And if I get out there and I'm not producing at a higher level than the player that was playing in front of me producing, then there's no point in them putting me out there.
for sure.
So and I understand that. And so like that's why going into this next year, the work I put in this year, I know exactly what I have to do. I know exactly what I need to do. And so it's just about continuing to get better. So that way training camp hits, I'm mentally, physically prepared to for whatever comes my way.
What are some things that you are this off season that you plan to work on? Like as far as is it off the court, on the court, or what are some things that you plan to improve on that you're working on right now to
Um,
the season?
just again being able to score in different ways, watching a whole bunch of film on NBA guards, G League guards. Um, I've probably watched more film this summer than I have in a very very long time. I've really dove into trying to learn what those dudes in the league see that I might not have seen or what I didn't see this past year,
All right,
and then just perfecting one skill, which I feel like shooting got me to where I'm at this far, but now trying to figure out what's one other thing I can perfect my game in.
right,
So shooting's gonna get me to the door, what is going to help me kick it down. And so now
absolutely,
maybe it's picking up 94 feet, being the toughest dude on the floor, and that comes with changing my body. And so I really dove into, changing my body this summer and working on my diet and getting as much sleep as possible. And so those things have been done wonders for me. I've changed it into like learning how to fast and literally just like taking my mind off the world things or whatever things
right,
that I can control and getting my mental right. And so that's what's gonna be the first thing that's gonna help a dude get to that level is just like having his right mental. And so I've really worked on a couple different things this summer, and like I said, the biggest thing now is just finding something, a niche that helped me kick down the door and not just being at the door.
right. So, like you just spoke on how what you're doing right now can help, just dudes in general get to that point to where they can get them there and kind of knock on the door. But
Hmm.
dudes at your size, kind of give some advice. I know it's probably guys in your city that look up to you, but they may be a little shorter than you, or maybe the same height. What advice would you give him, and who did you look up to? Like, is it like a heart over height thing, or did you have somebody that like looked up to you? Well, who's your like what? Who's your like your mentor or something that you look up to? As far as like, I may not be the tallest guy on the court, but I can still do this. Like, what was that like?
For me it was Fred Van Fleet, Isaiah Thomas, of course. um them two dudes, Kyle Lowry, they set the standard for me as far as like, all right, smaller guards can't eat in this league.
Right,
And so like I feel like I got the same type of build as them. Um, and then just the advice on dudes my size is like coaches, GMs, scouts, recruiters, they're not gonna teach the dog in your heart. They're not gonna go try to make you into a dog. Like that has to be instilled in you. It's
right,
like before they walk in the gym, even when nobody's watching, that's got to be in you. And so if they got to go push, 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 push to get that out of you, then you already lost the fight because it's already a thousand of us in the world that's fighting for the
mm-hmm.
same job. So I think that's what's essentially separating me is just like my heart has always been bigger than my body, and then being a winner. Um, you can't teach somebody how to just win. Like you can lay it out in front of them, lay the test out in front of them over and over again, and be like, listen, this is how you do it. But like at the end of the day, the coach can't get out there and play for you. He can't get out there and direct for you. He can't instinctively do what he needs you to, what you have to do out to be able to win. And that just comes from hooping all the time and being around hoopers and watching hooping and diving your nose really into hooping. And so, and that's not to say don't do anything else. I think that's a problem with a lot of our kids in this generation now is like all they do is basketball, basketball, basketball year round. They
Mm-hmm.
never get into anything else.
Right,
And so they get burnt out or they have no other concept of how to even do anything. Because I think every other sport translates to every other sport. Like football translates, the physicality translates into being a good basketball player, and baseball, like moving, sliding your feet or whatever, reacting. Like, so that's why I say, like, you have to be able to be a dog at this height. You gotta be able to
Right.
guard. You gotta be able to be a dog. You gotta be able to shoot the ball. And so like, and then win at all costs. Winning takes care of everything. Like being a winner will take care of not being athletic, not being fast, not being at like the tallest dude on the floor. But if you can impact the game and be like, you know what, I'm a winner at the end of the day. Nobody can say I'm not a winner. Then everything else take care of itself.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope y'all pick that up. He just dropped some gems on that. I mean, because he is the embodiment of like being a winner, being a dog, and having to be water as far as like um, taking shape and form of the situation and just kind of going with what happens and controlling what he can control. So no, that's real. But that's all we got time for, y'all. One last question though, T. One last question though, man. Can I box you up?
Have you told people about that one on one we played in the E?
What was that?
So obviously you haven't told the chat. So chat, I ain't want to be the one to bring this to nobody's attention or put nobody out there, but I am the king of one on one. That's what I do. And TB walked in the practice gym one day while I was working out. He thought that it was finna go the way he thought it was finna go, and you know what I'm saying, it didn't go how he wanted it to go.
All right,
And
that's your look. That's your if that's your story. Let me say
two
how.
one, 2-1.
Let me say how I was operating. I
Okay.
was operating at I was operating at a speed of or at a style of okay, like out of just me letting just working on my game.
Yeah.
And it could have been easy, lay, but you 2-1. You got it.
Two
You
one.
got it. But look, we gonna get back into it because look, now I don't think you just go 10 on me, bro. We go to 10. If you go 10 points on me, bro, I'll let you cut my hair. I'll let you cut my hair, TP.
Please do. Please do. Please do.
I'll let you chop me up, but
Please do, man.
yeah, look. Nah though, appreciate you. Before we end off though, man, I'm gonna do a quick prayer right quick.
Yep.
So let's get into it. Lord, thank you for allowing me to make this pod holy. Thank you for allowing me to have a real special guest at TP. Thank you for allowing him to reach out to the people that need or are going through the same situation or similar situations and want to be in a situation like TP right now. I pray for my previous guests I had on. I hope their story reaches out to somebody and then it can help them in any shape, form, or fashion. But continue to lead us and guide us in every way. We appreciate you, Lord. We love you in your mighty name. Amen. This has been
Amen.
New Pod. Shout out my boy TB,
Yes,
TP,
sir.
TB. We out.